Shemel Shabbat Shemakah double honors to the elder apostles and other bishops of GMS, even the elders that came before them. So I'll get that taught us is truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word. In truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. 144,000, one third, the hopeful elect of Israel. My brother Yeshua, shalom and salutations. Forgive me. There's a blackout coming up, right? How do we know that? Well, they're basically telling you, well, we're going to war. What happens when you go to war? Well, let's find out. Let's just type this in. Russia to cut what? What is Russia to cut undersea cables and cables. Cables. What is this going to produce? We hit enter. How old? How long have they been cutting undersea cables? And how new, right, is this information? If this information comes up within the last 1 or 2 days, that means one of two things. Either it's propaganda being pushed by the Americans, or the Russians are about to cut some undersea cables. Ready? Here we go. Hit enter now. What comes up? How many days ago? Month, 3 months. Uh-oh. 7 years. 7 years. Uh-oh. What's going on here? We're going to look into that. 4 months, 9 months, 3 years. Undersea cables are listening. Now, why are they hiding this? Here's a question. 4 months. No. 2 days. 2 days. Russian threat to undersea cables and pipelines explained 2 years ago. Right? What about 2 days? See? When you don't see anything in here, when you should be seeing things blow, let's see. Okay. Who would I put? Was it Dabu? Let's check Dabu real quick. Bear with me. Did Dabu put up something about the undersea? Let's see. Dabu, something. Let's see. Reset. Emergency. Oh, withdrawals. Helicopter crash. No. Wow. Let's see. Who was it? Who posted this the other day? I did. What did I put? Let's see. President kill. Took your job, every hand. Cyber attacks. Cyber trucks. Wall Street. Food King. Uh-oh. I didn't do one. Russia is slated. Watch this. Let's go to Google. Russia. West says Russia to cut internet cable undersea. BLE. 7 days. What? See, how can we find something 7 days? Couldn't find this that many months. No, it's right now. So why are they hiding it? January 15th? Come on. No. No, now. Look at this. So they're really hiding this. Okay, so it's coming. This is what it means 3 months ago. Russian officials blame the West for making them cut. This goes back to, see, there should be so much on this right now. It's crazy. What did I just do? Look at this. 7 days ago. This is where everything is. Okay, so let's dig deeper then. Let's use some of this verbiage. Europe's new war with Russia. Deep sea sabotage. This is 7 days ago. This bullshit. Politico. I'm not doing that. Come on, bitch. Look at this. Not doing it. Oh, shit. Anyway. I'm not doing that. I'm not agreeing to shit. So anyway. Let's back out. Let's do it again and try to be able to read some of that. Let's see. What? I didn't get it. Try one more time. What? It doesn't let you. Okay. Smarter than me. Suspected sabotage of underwater cables and pipelines is spiking. The map below. Let's see. You see this bullshit? And they're protecting this fucking information right here? 27. No, right now. Where are we taking this? Duck. Let me see. I ain't even got duck. Let me see. Right here. So, bear with me. We're on a hunt here. 7 days. We just went right back. That's closer. January. This is terrible, man. You see, because this shit's going down right now. 2 days ago, who posted that? Look at this. What's today? This is April 14th. Okay. Piracy and undersea cables and overlooked interpretation. What the fuck is going on here? That's the latest one. And we got to go hunting. Fine-tooth comb hunting for this. Okay, let's go back one. Let's look at this. Look at this. March 6th. This blog argues that attacks on subsea cables and pipelines could qualify as acts of piracy. Come on. Nobody's reporting on this when everybody is? A month ago. No, now. Anyway, who was that threatened that? East is threatening undersea undersea cable sab. Oh. There's two. First of all, let me say this. Let's get something. Salakia. I'm going in the spirit, so bear with me as I try to, here's what's going on. Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. If the third woe is coming quickly, that means that it's going to start at any moment. They've been prepping for this going back, years. They're ready now. Cometh quickly. All right. Taking us to where? Where were we? 2 days ago, Russian cable attacks threaten to cut off world's internet. Where has that been? 2 days. What did we have to do to find that? U.S. fears Russia cable cutting. Or did we already see this? 2 days ago. Military chiefs at NATO have been warned of global internet blackouts. So this is all we need right here. April 10th. Look at this. Why are they hiding this very, very, very pertinent? What did we have to do? I just missed it. Oh, you missed it. Okay. But I missed it because it's so hard to find what we're looking for. Russian cable. Look at this. It's just crazy. Okay, so let's see. Okay, not that. This right here. This is why you need to go get you a good flashlight, right? And a battery charger, a battery or a power station, a tiny one that'll fit inside your ruck. I'm the Army guy. I think about shit like this. What does this mean? To cut off the internet. Russian cable attacks threaten to cut off world's internet. How about world's communication? How about phone? How many phone lines are going to go down with the internet? How many grids, power grids, will suffer? Telecom companies, fiber optics, right? They can say whatever the hell they. Oh well, but this this went down because of this is connected to. They could make up, spin any damn yarn that they want to. Look at this, it's going now. Oh, you got to run from me suddenly. Look at this. In an open letter, they wrote, the repercussions of damage to subsea cables extend far beyond Europe. It could happen anywhere, potentially affecting global internet and power. I think I read this yesterday. See, I read this yesterday and had a hell of a time finding it today. It says, the repercussions of damage to subsea cables extend far beyond Europe, potentially affecting global internet and power infrastructure, international communications, financial. Woo! There's the chip. I pointed this out yesterday. This is why they're hiding them. I had to needle in a haystack this thing. Financial transactions. What does that mean? They're going to cut the cable. It's going to shut down all of these things. It's going to shut down the internet, power, energy, your lights, nigga, phones, international communication, money, critical services. Oh, I got to go to a grocery store. Here it is. There it is. This is what, and again, I found this yesterday. It was easier to find it. Either it was yesterday or the day before, right? Because nobody is thinking about this. Where does this take us? They are about to shut all of this down. Okay? That right there. Damn, look at that. Look at them running. They're fucking running from that. I didn't do that. Anyway, okay, so what does that mean? That they're going to cut it. Here's what they're hiding it. Russian cable. Look at how it's cloaked. And then everything else, there's one. You know, this is basically the same thing. 6 days. That's the one they won't show. 2 days. Telegraph. Threaten to cut off world's internet. Why do they keep saying that? World's internet. No, nigga. The world's power, the world's money, but you're hiding it. Oh, the world's internet. No. See how it's cloaked in just the internet? No, we just. What about this? What about this right here? So lucky. Gotcha. Okay. So that's crazy, right? Now, what does this mean? What happens? Well, it's go time. So let me finish this real quick. Here's what you need. Let's go here. Here's your this is what you should be prepared for. Are you a prepper? Are you a spiritual prepper? Second Ezra 16 and 40. Oh, my people, hear my word. Make you ready to thy battle. What does that mean? And in those evils, be even as pilgrims upon the earth. It looks like this right here. We'll go ahead and wrap it up. This is what it looks like. This is what you need. You got to start thinking like this. Any day now, it's this. Any day now, it's this. Any day now, it's this. What's in your bag? What, isn't there a commercial? What's in your bag? Right? Was it a plastic commercial? A credit card? What's in your bag? Or some shit. You see that bag? What's in your bag? What in your bag? Okay, right here. Oh, my people, hear my word. Make you ready to thy battle. And in those evils, be even as pilgrims with a bag on your back. See? This is where we're going. All right, so what do you need in your bag? You need a good pocket knife. Right? 2 good pocket knives. You need a good flashlight. You're going to be in the dark. Okay? These are essential things. You need a everyday carry. You need a good pocket knife. 2. Okay? Or a fixed blade on your side. Okay? You need a pack. Strong pack. Good size. You're going to be living out of it. Okay? You need a great flashlight. Okay? You need a power source. I'm going to show you a couple of things real quick. Where was I? Suspected sabotage. I'll just go like this. Watch Amazon. Complete power station. Now you want to get something small that'll fit in your pack, with a small, maybe a tiny panel. Okay, which they have. You don't have to go with the Jackery. You could get, something that's tiny. This is really good. Look at this. 660 watt hours. That's really good for $149. If you understand what power stations are about. Now, how big is this thing? Might be too big for your bag, might be too heavy. So now you have to, you know, start shopping for something that'll fit in the bag that's, give you some power. This is this is only 200. This is not even 300 watt hours. And look at the price on it. So if you're shopping and you see this, $149 for 600 watt hours, 660 watt hours. That's pretty damn good. For $149, all you need at that point, right, is a decent solar panel. And if this thing doesn't, weigh a lot, what you do is you go in and say, how much does it weigh, right? Because these are the thing now you can get them dirt cheap. Look at this. 4 years ago, you couldn't get nothing under $500 that you needed. That's probably 300 watts. Well, that's 220 watt hours. You need 500 watt hours. Wait a minute. See, and this is them fudging. It's not even that, right? See, you're looking for watt hours, not watts. You're looking for watt hours, all right? Like this grow watt. You got 538 watt hours for 249. This is what you're looking for. Anyway, what's the watt hour? See, this is 300 watt hours for 139. You need about 5. So you go in 5. This is 249. That's good. That's about right. Because it used to be $1 per watt hour. So whatever you get under that now is decent. That's 220. That's 350 for how much? 169. Wait, Slovakia. It's 288. 296. It's almost 3. But what you want is you want a whole system like this. This is how many watt hours? It's 288. That's almost 300. But see, it's a system. You want about 500 watt hours plus a little solar panel. I don't know, what is it? An 80 watt solar panel. That's not bad. A little 80 watt, right? In here, I don't know what that's. Anchor. Anchor is a good company. Need a little more power than that. Let's see. But yeah, you want the complete system. Let's see, this Garcelle. It's and after you've bought the panel and the station, you're probably going to spend about $500 now. Jackery is really good, but you still need that. You need a panel on that, at least $100. So that's $550. What's that? That's 1,000. See, that's 1070 watt hours LiFePO. That's really good, but it's heavy as fuck. You can put that in your bag. So you're gonna, you're gonna want something. Shoot, I don't even know. Like the Jackery 300, that was good back in the day, but you should have about 500 right now. See? Anyway, too much time on that. Search out a good little power station, portable power station with solar panel. Slovakia. Look at this. 280. That's pretty good for nothing. How big is the panel? 60. This is good. That's a good little deal for nothing. For less than $200, that's really good. just to have power. You understand? Because this used to be, just to get this at 300, uh, just under 300 watt hours, right? Which this is 280, was $350. But now you get all of this plus the, see, this is would be a good deal, especially if this was about at 500. You get this down up to 250. So 250 at 500 watt hours, that's a good deal. Look at this jackery. Look at this, 293 watt hours. What is this? That's a 300. This is the one I got years ago now, right? Look at them giving it away. It was $350 when I bought it. Look, camping, hunting, travel hunting, Blackout. This is the one that will fit in your pack, right? This is a cool 293 watt hours. A small little solar panel with that bad boy right there. It's only 300. See, where's the 500? That's the 1000. They got one that's a little bigger than this, the 500. It's not as good as this. They didn't improve the 500. Anyway, the point is, look at that. They're giving that away. That's too big for the pack, even though it's a great deal. I'm sorry, I kind of got caught up here because you got to have power, you know. You got to have power. 40. Shoot, I get this just for the pen. You can't get a, this is 40 watt panel. I'd get some of this stuff just for the panel. Look at this. How big is it? It's a 30 watt panel. You can't buy a 30 watt panel. Anyway, look at this EcoFlow. 245. Look at that price. Just the solar panel alone. How big is it? How big is the panel? 45 watt panel. Okay. See, something like this, if it can fit in your pack, that's the point. Even though it's 245 watt up, you need power. You got to charge your phone. You got to charge your you got to charge your flashlight. Slovakia. Phoenix. I'm going to put in EDC. EDC. So I just bought this. It's a little expensive. Let's try it again. Phoenix EDC. Where is it? This. Now this is a high end. Red actually got the purple one. This is a high end flashlight. Okay, it's $60, but and it's really tiny, right? Right, very small. But this flashlight, first of all, you charge it right here. And this little black, this, you know, you pull back the cover. It's a USB-C, right? Is that it? I don't know what the accessory pack is. But the point is you need a good flashlight, all right, for your tour, if you will. whatever it is, okay? Your flashlight, it's an O light right there. Whatever you get, you should do some research on a good flashlight, okay? Because you're gonna, I got two, nigga. I got two for $9. Yep. And your ass is gonna be running in the dark. Let me see. What you really need is a red filter. Let me see. Phoenix red filter. If they even have one. See, because when it's time to get real, see that? I need one of those. Look at this. See, Phoenix is probably one of the top flashlight lines. Look at this. So you want to get a red filter, okay? When you don't want to be seen, you can't just be popping on your red light. I mean your white light when you're trying to, not be seen. So you gotta get that red filter, okay? Whatever it is, you could get some red cellophane, nigga, and a rubber band, okay? But these are the things you need. You're gonna need a flashlight, okay? And what you do is you get you two good flashlights, and you fucking tie them down. You get some paracord, right? You gotta learn some shit. Get you a knife, right? Benchmade, nigga. I want my Civivi back. I lost my Civivi. It's floating around the pad somewhere, and I need it now. Now my flashlight came in. Ooh, might go get this little baby banter. Go down to Walmart, right? You need you a good pocket knife. Look at this, Benchmade. Look at that. They can get expensive, and you can get the knockoff. Look, this knife right here is a damn good knife, and I need another one because this screw right here just fell out, right? But it's the $20 knife, right? This is the same knife. Where's the Benchmade? This is the bug out. What do they call it? They call it bug out. This is called a bug out. This particular style, and it's a knockoff. Is this a real one? Nope. That kind of looks like a Benchmade, doesn't it? See, it says bug out 533. Where's the Benchmade bug out? 43. Let's see. Benchmade bug out. Did I miss it? Benchmade bug out knife. Now, what we did, that's the actual Benchmade bug out, right? 171 bucks. So you go and you get that, right? And then you put it away, right? For when you really need it. And then you go get this one. Damn, these are all Benchmade. See? That's the real company that makes the knife, right? And then you get the knockoff. See? Mini bug out. They have the full-size bug out. Let's see. Bug out. That's it. The full size. 22 bucks. So you get this one, you work with it, you practice, you pop it, you flip it out, you learn how to work it without cutting yourself, because this one will cut your finger right off. Look at that. Or just go get about 5 of these. Right? You put one in each bag. You don't just make one bag, you gotta have a couple of bags. Okay? Gotta have a couple of knives. Sharp knives. Get you a little sharpener. learn how to make a lanyard, you know, get your paracord, learn how to, you know, make a paracord, uh, whatever, right? You need a army poncho. Or a tarp, okay? What does an army poncho do? It does everything. Look at this guy. What does an army poncho do? This is what you need. This is what you need. This is what every pilgrim, this thing right here, you put it on, you wear it, you make your tent. You got to make a hooch. It's your tarp. It's all of these things. Look at that. That's it. Back there. Look at that. You got to get about 3 of these immediately. You get that army poncho, right? Because that thing does a million damn things. Okay? That poncho. Poncho liner. You wear that bad boy. You just drape it over you when it's pouring. Put that thing over you. And then you got to build a little shelter. You pull out the paracord. Right? You go to a couple of little videos that show you how to use a tree, make a bow line, an A line, A frame, and you build a little hooch. You got to learn those things, okay? A little tiny power station, something small, right? You got to investigate these things, look into them right now while you have a chance. Why? Because the power is going out, all right? The power is going. Got to charge your phone. Got to pay your bills. If you're going off G, as in grid, right? If you're going off G, personalized recommendations. But that army poncho, though, okay? These things are important. You need some tarps, right, to go in your bag. You pull them tarps out. You put one on the ground. You string one up into the tree to cover you, the top of you, right? You got to get yourself ready for what's about to go on out here. Get some MREs, get some little food and shit, right? And you get yourself just ready to go. Look at that. Converts into a temporary shelter. Okay, that poncho does everything. Look at this. Get you a couple of good ones, right? Put them in your pack. Get a liner if you want. Anyway, yeah. Okay, I've gone on. But anyway, the point. What's the point? It's about to go down. That's the point. Okay. Cable cutting. Undersea cable cutting is jumping off. So, let's get a scripture here. 2 Corinthians. We know these things, and this is the warning. Okay? You need a good flashlight. You need a couple of pocket knives. You need a poncho. Okay? You need this little bag. I'm going to show you. 2 Corinthians 2 and 11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. What do? A prudent man looketh well to his going. Right? Let me see if I can find this. Cohen. What is it? What preparedness? I'm going to just go to it. Let's see. Where's it at, Cohen? This guy. And it's not about him or something preparedness. What is it? Oh, shit. I have to find it. So I'll get bear with me. Little things, right? Like this guy sells a sleeping bag, if you will. And it's not that even that it works. Oh, man, I don't know if I'm going to find it. It's not that it works, but your mind works. Okay? You got to wrap your mind around these things, right? It's not Poplar. Riverside. Is it Riverside? Homestead. I was never going to find this. Okay, so store. Let's see. It's this guy. This guy sells a little fucking stupid. Apparently he don't sell a little stupid nothing. Backpack. Where is it? Let's see. He sells a little sleeping bag. Right? Where is it? Apparently he don't sell a little sleeping bag because I can't find it anyway. And it's so tiny, right? It's supposed to keep you alive even in the snow, right? Which is probably not true. Never gonna find it. Let's see. Buddy, cave snow. Describe in the snow camping. 3 things. Anyway, this guy sells a sleeping bag that you can't find. Water collection with tarp. See this? So it might behoove you to go into some of these little, prepper sites and, learn some shit. Really. Yeah, I'm not going to go into that. I would have thought this guy, let's see, featured, no sleeping bag there. Nowhere else to turn. It's not very informative there, Mr. Cowan. Let's see, Riverside Homestead Life. Watch this. fuck is that anyway? He must have got sued for selling a sleeping bag. Let me see. There's a Homestead Live. Sierra Madre research. Not it. Let's see. Might be it. Let me see. Yeah, this is it. Anyway. So, I mean, what does this mean? And why did I search? Well, the spirit. Okay. Let's see. This tiny bag can protect you and your family from the number one killer in a crisis. And it's not so much about the sleeping bag. It's more about what? It's more about hypothermia. How are you going to die in the wilderness? That's what this is about. Well, this nigga went and spent 20 minutes looking for a sleeping bag. Yep. So I could tell you about how you're going to die out there, nigga. You see this? It don't mean shit, but it'll make you think. Nigga, do you know what a placebo is? Okay? You're going to need a lot of faith out there. Well, nigga, you was dependent on the sleeping bag. No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. Okay? I'm trying to motivate your ass to endure until the end. Okay? And if you had a little sleeping bag in there that made you think that, you know, now if you've seen how tiny this little thing is, right? It's just a little, let me see if they're going to show it. It's about this tiny, right? And they're like 20, 30 bucks. But it's not the point. The point is that you get one. You get one for your woman. You get one for your children. You just get a bunch of them and you throw it in the bag. You see? You get 5 and 6 of them and you make sure that everybody you love has one. And then don't worry about them no more. You ain't worried about them, but you gave them the bag. And if they got caught out there, they had the tiniest little go bag with them. Hypothermia is going to get you. See? So, and it's not, again, yeah, the nigga died, he had a little bag, and he froze to death, yeah? But he was ready. Most I can take you one way or another. Nigga, that nigga went down swinging. Had his little sleeping bag, and he died. Bear ate his ass. Anyway, the point. What's the point? 2 Ezra 16 and 40. Oh, my people, hear my word. Make you ready to thy battle. How do you do that? You gotta, just like you look up words, right? When you look up words, you need to look up, well, what am I going to encounter out there on the road? See, this looks easy, but it ain't easy. Most I can be testing you. Lions coming out of anywhere. You better get your mind right. Right? They got full-blown sleeping bag and bed roll. Oh, this nigga out blind sleeping. Nigga, look at this. These niggas wasn't ready. You got a little jackery, little power station back there to blow up the. This nigga needs an air mattress, and I'm just having some fun. God damn. It doesn't hurt to be ready. Okay. So anyway, yeah, be ready. Make you ready, 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 ready. Okay, ready, ready, ready. Batty, batty, batty. Right here. Second, 1 Peter 4. What does that? Be ready. Make you ready. Be therefore ready. 1 Peter 4:7, but the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer. Be ready. Stay ready. Ready for what? Ready to hit the dusty trail. Although we've come to the end of the road, still I can't let go, nigga. I'm not ready. Earnest, self-control, sober-minded, alert, ready. Be ye therefore ready. Clear-minded, sober, serious, sound judgment, sober spirit, of sound judgment, sober spirit, sound thinking, sober spirit, sound mind, alert, serious, sound minded, serious, serial, sound mind, self-control. The end of everything is there. Therefore, practice self-control. Self-control and alert, ready. Because everything will soon come to an end. Be sensible and clear-headed. Self-control, clear-minded, serious, disciplined, sober. Sober-minded, sober, sound-minded, clear-minded. I'm looking for ready. I'm not finding it. But be ready, prudent. Prudent, serious, serial, vigilant. Discipline yourself. Be serious, nigga. Devout. Sober-minded, sober, prudent, sober, temperate. Okay. Look up that word temperate. Probably passed right by. What does the word temperate mean? It's not about climate and temperatures. Moderation or self-restraint. Go further. Not about weather. Modest, forbearing, self-restrained, not swayed by passion. Okay. Emotion. Don't be emotional. Modest, forbearing, self-restraint, and not swayed by emotion. Okay, yeah. As a moderate, avoiding extremes in behavior. This is how you get through Jacob's trouble. Okay? Let's get this. Matthew 24. Patient endurance. What is patience? See, people don't understand what they've gotten themselves into. Here it is. Yahushua is the example. If Yahushua is the example, and he was beaten right before he was hung and put to death, what the hell do you think you're supposed to pick up and do and follow your cross? Matthew 24:13, but he that shall endure till the end, the same shall be saved. What does it mean to endure till the end? It means, boy, to get that crown, got to take that beat down. Right? That beat down and that hanging. So get yourself ready. Right? Before you get here, there's a beat down coming. Right? So, what little you have in your pack, your pack might get taken, might not. Might get a better pack. Right? Hope, faith, right? Let's get this. Salaka for going long. Isaiah 33:6. Last precept. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. All right. So, yeah, good flashlight, good knife. They come in handy. All right. A tarp, poncho. Right. Nigga, it ain't raining. Right. With that, we hope the elect were edified, you brothers and you sisters. Shalom.